Another episode of L. Miller Learn and Implement. And today I want to discuss a confusing thing that I see going on with this activism that's taking place right now. So what I see, the mysonne, he's probably genuine in the work he want to do, but it's kind of a confusing message. And maybe because he still has the street part, you know, he's still in the street, so to speak, not in the street like actively, but raised in the street, so he really can't turn his back to that type of thing. So he's not all in to the activism yet. And I say that because he got this campaign called Boycott Black Murder. Now, the thing about boycotts, when you boycott, you go against the thing that's causing the issue. Like it's kind of a broad thing to just say boycott this, that, and the third, right? So it's boycott black murder. So you have to boycott the things that are leading to black murder. It's not enough to just parade in the street screaming boycott black murder. Was 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 causing black murder is gang activities. Bloods, Crips, Pyrus, GDs, Vice Lords, those places in Chicago, the little streets or whatever. So anytime you boycott something, you need to be more specific. Like when you boycott, you say the organization that you're boycotting, right? Like in the civil rights, it wasn't just let's just boycott white people, right? It was let's boycott this specific bus line, right? Because we got to sit in the back of it. Let's boycott the specific bus line. It's a target. It's not just let's just boycott. You see what I mean? So that's the issue with it. And then and you see the title. I put Takashi 6ix9ine was right in what he did, and he was right what he did. He put away a street gang, But I was gonna play a video of my son talking about how Takashi was wrong. And in my opinion, Takashi was 100% right in what he do. He might have did it for selfish reasons, but the result he got was necessary. And before you get into the video, I want to you have when you talk about boycott black murder, you have to be all in and boycott by any means and stop black murder by any means necessary. But let's get to the video.
That's what he does. Then you got Wack, who is supposedly an OG, who supposedly reps the blood gang fed, who is always talking about, the codes and who he's connected to and all of this, all this work he put in and all the people he put on, all of these things that he talks about.
So he's talking about Wack 100 sitting down and talking with Takashi or whatever. But let's read his Instagram post. The difference between me and you is I have integrity. Snitching, let's stop. Snitching is about integrity and self-honor, not criminality. When you have enough honor to deal with the consequences, you don't snitch. Snitch is the only way for the weak to get over. It's no honor. It's no excuse. Especially when you return to society with some fake gangster persona and activities. You're a coward, and anyone who attaches themselves to you are clout chasers, amen. Men and women of low integrity. Well, he's talking about integrity. So apparently Treyway gang, was it non-trade gang or whatever, they kind of lacked integrity when they invited 6ix9ine to be a part of their gang. They did it for monetary reasons. And if a gang is built on principles and rules, this, that, and the third, because I'm pretty sure Takashi 6ix9ine couldn't run around and just join the Mexican mafia, even though I don't know if he's spending a Mexican or not, but whatever his Hispanic background is, he couldn't join one of those gangs because he has money. I guarantee they wouldn't have just said, "Oh yeah, you got money, you can come join us," like the black gangs do all the time. They don't have no integrity. If you got money, you can join them. It's that simple, right? And so let me finish reading. Called him a coward, this, that, and the third. You want to save these kids' lives. Tell them to stay out the streets because the consequences are real. Don't promote the rat who did all the dirt and weaseled out the consequences. Is actually giving these kids false reality. That's bullshit too. Takashi ain't giving no kids no false reality. They see him, colorful hair. They not seeing him as no like super tough street guy that they want to be like. And to be honest with you, if your thing is boycott black murder, it shouldn't matter how murderers are removed from black communities, as long as they're removed. Whether murderers are killed by other murderers to get removed, or murderers are removed by murderers who snitched on them and sent them to prison to get removed from the black community. It's a by any means necessary thing at this point. This is a dangerous, desperate situation black communities are in. And we got to stop trying to redefine things. He has one protest where he's marching down the street saying so-and-so ain't gangster. Gangster is when grandma can feel safe outside and yada, yada, yada. No, that's not. Gangster is what it is. We can't redefine words. Gangsterism is terrorizing your community. So grandma shouldn't feel safe with gangsters outside. Matter of fact, and speaking of grandmas, let's see one of the guys, Takashi, he put away. Let's do another share. Let me see. Because Takashi put away like the leader, I believe. And let's see what exactly this leader did to make him so great and Takashi so evil for putting him away. Leader of non-trade gangsters sentenced to life in prison. Let's get into the meat and potatoes. So his leadership role in racketeering conspiracy, multiple murders, and we boycotting black murders, right? Multiple attempted murders, but we want to boycott black murders, but you want to jump on Takashi for putting this guy away. And various drugs and gun crimes as part of his leadership of the non-trade blood gang. Let's see exactly who he murdered, since we boycotting black murder and Tekashi so wicked and lack integrity. Let's see who he murdered. Okay. Nearly all, this part right here. Nearly all of the victims in the case were unaffiliated with the non-trade gangsters or any other gang. They included two mothers. They included two mothers of young children and one grandmother, the same grandmother who should feel safe when gangsters are outside. They included two mothers of young children and one grandmother who was murdered, along with her boyfriend, because gang members believe she was cooperating with police. This is who Tekashi put away. Are you fucking serious right now? This is who Tekashi put away. This man murdered two women, a grandmother, and a grandmother boyfriend because they thought they was cooperating with police. And you just got, and you got plenty of things where he said, well, if you're a civilian, you can tell and grandmother, she'll feel safe when gangsters around. This the bullshit I'm talking about. And you jump down Tekashi throat, right? Why you jump down this guy's throat? Oh, protect our black queens and black queens this and black queens bullshit. You more connected to the street guys, and that's why you don't speak out against them, and you never will speak out against them. You just keep speaking in broad terms. Boycott. Boycott what? Be specific. Boycott gangs. These are the black murderers. These are the black killers in the community. Gangs. Let's see. I got some stats too. Let's see. My other screen. All right. This is according to ABC News. Criminal gangs commit as much as 80% of the crime in many communities, according to law enforcement officials throughout the nation. The report notes, as part of its key findings, typical gang-related crimes include alien smuggling, armed robbery, assault, auto theft, drug trafficking, extortion, fraud, home invasion, identity theft, murder, boycott black murder. Who's doing the murdering? and weapons trafficking. So what we doing? And then you had one post where you posted Charleston White saying he wake up to lock up niggas or to see niggas locked up, right? And you took his shit out of context on purpose. Now you gotta give Charleston White credit because when he speaks against gangs. His activism is against gang members. That's all he speaks specifically. Take these gangs off the streets. They're terrorizing black communities. What did Takashi do? He took a black gang off the street who was terrorizing black communities, who was murdering women and grandmothers. That's just the murders that they knew about. Way more, probably. Way more. Flooding community with drugs. And for some people, there's no rehabilitating them because they had $1 million artist and was still murdering people. So at some point, it ain't even financial no more. It's psychopathic. You got to way out the streets with $1 million artist and you still selling drugs and killing people. And then when a mother and grandmother want to say community and try to get you arrested for killing people, you go and kill them too. Really? And this is what you're speaking against. You're speaking against Takashi because he put away murderers of black people, something you're boycotting. Make it make sense, man. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. So I want to hear boycott black murder, black queen this and black queen that, and then jump down this kid throat for telling on black murderers, black killers, killer of black people. You got them sentenced to life in prison, as they should. Let's see what else he did besides kill those 3 black women and the grandma and boyfriend. Let's see. Let me do a share screen again. Boop, here we go. So that's the mother. Who else he killed? Was found guilty of 2 murders that occurred during attempted robberies he directed his men to commit. So there you go, robbing and killing again. Let's see who else he killing. Co-conspirator, as Lico, a murder high-ranking victim, rival. Those rival. I don't care about gangs killing gangs, so that is what it is. Because that's actually a good thing when gang members kill gang members. Because one killer is getting taken off the streets via death, and the other one's getting taken off the street via prison. So whatever. Yeah, so that's it. Hold you guys up too long, but that's just what I want to get into. It is a lunacy of saying boycott black murders while attacking somebody who took killer or black people off the street by hook or by crook. It's a black community. We're in a desperate time. These killers and domestic terrorists of these communities have to get off the streets by any means necessary. L. Miller, learn and implement.